Hello there, you guys. Welcome to another of my live videos. Just Chazza Boy Davenport speaking here. Yes, I'm going to update you on some more latest news. Basically, there's nothing much to report, but a couple of things I've updated. See my main headline for Fabinho to PSG. Well, it's been stemming for absolutely months that Jose Mourinho's and Manchester United have been interested. It has failed to materialise, but yeah, I've just currently read a report of that for the latest news. An ESPN reporter called David Amayol or something like that, who's a reporter from ESPN, has currently said that Manchester United and PSG in the race, and he currently said Manchester United are in the ascendancy and they are emerged as the front runners to still get Fabinho in the bag. And basically what he's saying is they are basically nearly completed a move for €50 million, which is for about £44 million sterling. But it looks unlikely now that he's coming to Manchester United, because also PSG have entered the race as well. And according to the French publication that they've been interested for a couple of days of PSG, and they look like now they are in the ascendancy to get Fabinho on the board. But different reports are saying different things. But yeah, I think he will be going to PSG. So it does look like now we have missed out on Fabinho. But before, when he had his attentions more on Matic, he had more of his attention on Dyer. He wasn't really interested in Fabinho, and then the Italian journalist had reported that Manchester United were close, to getting Fabinho on the board. He said to Brazilian TV, and he said to Mourinho he was keen of playing under Jose Mourinho, looking for that reunion when he was on that loan deal with Real Madrid. And he also asked what his squad ball number will be, and also he is attempting invitation, and it looked basically on the cards. I didn't fully commit to it because I never do fully commit to it, and then all of a sudden PSG entered the race, and I think they've put round about a €50 million bidding now, so it looks like basically now PSG could be the favourites to get him on the board. So basically it does look like we have missed out, but I think it would be better if I was a Monaco perspective. I would say it'd be better for him to come and experience the Premier League, go abroad. It would be better for him. And under Mourinho, it'd be fantastic, He played as defensive midfielder last season. He can also play as a converted right back. He's achieved well at Monaco. He's very creative, very good in the air, can score goals. He's got good passing ability. He's got good genuine pace as well. And he'd be absolutely fantastic. He'd be the luxury in that midfield for Manchester United, would Fabinho. But they've put a €50 million bid in now of PSG, and it basically looks like now that is going to happen, that PSG are going to get him. He also progressed to the Champions League semi-final, obviously achieved the La Liga 1 as well for the first time in nearly 2 decades, but I don't think Fabinho's stated much out, to be quite honest. I think he's still keen in playing under Manchester United. I don't think he's basically mentioned much about PSG, but he could be still going there anywhere. So basically, we don't know where we're standing at the moment. We don't know what the scenario is that's going on around. We've obviously got Lindelof on the board, who has a few reservations about again. That's all the only one we've got on the board. But we don't know what's going on at the moment, guys. Things are up and down, up and down. We don't know what's bloody going on with these intense speculations. Yeah, and the latest news about Ronaldo, as I said now, I'm going to mention it to you now. He's basically discussing now, further down the line, with Perez about his future, as Real Madrid, as Portugal are now out of the Confederations Cup. So more things will be discussed, and you'll probably hear the rumours. They'll flare up more, will the rumours. They'll be all fluttering around. News reports about Cristiano Ronaldo, what will be happening with him. I think he's still aware of the tax allegations. To be quite honest with you, PSG have been in there, we've been in there. It's possible we could still get him back, but I think he's been at Real Madrid 8 years, achieved what he's achieved, and I think he'll basically end up staying at Real Madrid because Perez has backed him all the way. And also Morata, there's not much latest news to update with him. He did arrive at Manchester yesterday. Yeah, according to reports, he's basically told his friends and all that he will be making a move to Manchester United. He's also said that the deal is done or nearly done. So that does look like it's still on the cards. I'm not sure about a transfer fee. Is it fully negotiated and announced as yet? how much we could be paying for him. It could be just over the £60 million that the over £60 million that we estimated to pay that for Morata. But he is one of his main priorities, and it is crucial that we do get him on the board. And he's good at physically going around defenders, and he has had irregular starts at Real Madrid. As I said, past experience always is beneficial, you know, with Pogba and Mourinho. But I don't know what's bloody going on in this transfer window, guys, at the moment. And also Michael Keane does look like he's going to Everton now. He basically rejected United, but he looks like he's going to Everton. And we'll be getting we'll be raising funds for that as well for that. So yeah, he looks like he's going to Everton. He wasn't a main priority in my opinion. I said he'd be good there if he wants to get another centre back in as a backup plan, you know, behind Lindelof and Bailey and stuff, because he hasn't got that big club winning mentality, as he said. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. And I said the even Perisic case, we need that dedicated width. It's basically dead, because Inter Milan have set a price tag out of £48 million, whatever it is, and we're basically not willing to pay that. And basically, he is good, he's skillful, he is good in the air, but he's not good enough. He's not worth £44 million. He doesn't set the world alight. He can improve a squad, but he can't improve a starting 11. I said he was one of Inter Milan's standout players. So basically, with even Perisic, he could basically end up staying at Inter Milan. I'm not sure, because we're not basically wanting to pay that money for even Perisic. He's not worth that kind of money. He's not Galacticos, so we'll have to see what happens about that. There's also basically other players available on the board. I did say Chicharito Hernandez was available. Maybe could he go to the MLS? I don't know what's happening with him, but I think if he's considering to leave Bayer Leverkusen, he's been fantastic for Bayer Leverkusen. I think Jose Mourinho needs to get in there and make a move for Hernandez. I think he'd be good as a plan B with Hernandez. I don't think he'd get the first team. I think he would be on the bench, to be quite fair, but he's a match winner, and he proved that at Manchester United over the years, and that I was there. You know, he was fantastic, won the Player of the Years as well. And he did well, did Hernandez. I absolutely love that, Javier Hernandez. I think last season he made 26 appearances and scored 11 goals for Leverkusen. The season before he made 28 appearances and scored 17 goals and got quite a few assists in there as well. So he is a crucial player. I'd love him to come back to Manchester United, Javier Hernandez. We probably could end up getting him for around about maybe £15 million or something like that. So he's available on the spot as well. Who else? Dembele could be still available. I think he's been linked to Barcelona. He's been linked to other teams. He's very good, very skillful, very, very good in the air. And yeah, we'll see what happens with Dembele. And he's going to be in the top 2 or top 3 when Ronaldo and Messi retire. And yeah, I'd be absolutely ecstatic if we got a player like him. So if these players come available down the line, that Manchester United should be in for them. And yeah, and I still hope that Manchester United land at Nainggolan. I really want Nainggolan. He's a good box-to-box player. He's very good in the air. He's very versatile. He's very tenacious. And he's a player that operates at space just like Pogba, feeds teammates ahead of him, and exploits attacks. And that's what we want, the likes of Nainggolan. He's fantastic. And I think Chelsea have been in the race for Nainggolan. I think he's rated around about a £40 million player, is Nainggolan. But he dramatically improved as midfield. I'd love him at Manchester United, Nainggolan. It looks like we've basically missed out on Fabinho now. But I just, in the favour to Nainggolan, I hope we do get Nainggolan on the board. If we offer him a decent package, I can't see why we can't get Nainggolan on the board. You said in that made Carrick's good as a backup plan. Pogba needs to be set free where he's one of the best when he's set free. Herrera needs to be pushed up more as well to express himself more. But yeah, the Perisic has a £35 million deal, going back to the topic of the development about him, has been rejected before. So yeah, basically now, guys, there's nothing much of us can report on this. There's nothing to really report on, guys, because we don't know what's going on at the moment in this transfer window. Obviously, as I look to looked on ESPN or whatever it was, since 2013 we have missed out on a lot of top quality players and a catalogue of players. You know, we've done the likes of Cruz, Bale, Muller, you know, Griezmann. We've missed out on quite a lot, and that's disappointing. But I said you've got to bide your time. Negotiations take a while in this transfer window. It is still only June the 30th, so there's plenty of time there yet. But I did say I expected by Sunday at least a player or two on the board. But the way it's bloody going in this transfer window at the moment, it doesn't look bloody likely that's going to happen. Mathemata could be announced. I don't know when it's going to be fully announced. I couldn't really tell you. Could it be Sunday? Could it be tomorrow? Could it be later today? When it's fully confirmed that it's coming? I don't know, guys. I don't know where we are in this transfer window at the moment. I'm very confused. You know, Morata's like the Lindelof case, basically, because when Lindelof signed, it was a shock, because prior to the medical, you know, as I said, prior to the international clear out, and prior to the personal terms, and, you know, it'd been fully agreed, and, yeah, and some people have been talking about, but Arthur Vidal, who's probably one of the best in the world, in my opinion. Bayern Munich, obviously German champions, achieved well in the past. Vidal, he's very skillful, very good in the air. He's absolutely fantastic prospect. You know, he's fantastic, is that Vidal. It would be in our dream, because it wouldn't happen about Vidal. A lot of people said they'd like Vidal. I'd like Vidal. I'd like bloody a catalogue of players that have big name players, but we're not going to get them, because in a team you can't just expect all Galactico players. There's also got to be a mixture in there as well. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I have trustworthy in Jose Mourinho. He succeeded last summer. Got 4 fantastic players in the market. Pogba was worth the money, the world record fee. He's performed in that midfield fantastically well. And Mkhitaryan was worth. Bailey was worth. Who's going to be a fantastic centre back partnership with Lindelof. And yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I just can't wait till the second player is fully announced. I just don't know where we are at this moment, this transfer window. I think also City have spunked a load of money out. They've got quite a few players on the board. Not sure what's going to happen with Arsenal. Might go against them as they've not got Champions League football. Tottenham basically not willing to sell any of their principality players at all. But you know, I only believe basically the media and the reports when they go on about a player. One key player they go on about, and it stems from numerous reports. That's when I start to believe that there's some truth behind it. That's why I believed with Ronaldo. I said I wasn't sure, because it seemed like there was some truth behind it, as it was stemming from like numerous reports. But it's gonna come back now from numerous reports about Cristiano Ronaldo when things have been discussed with him and Perez further down the line. We'll know then what's happening with Ronaldo. But yeah. So we'll just have to see what happens, guys. As I said, I'd love the likes of Hernandez back. It'd be good as a plan B. Rashford not ready to lead the lines yet. I think we need to get players in who've got more experience on the hands, and it'd be fantastic. So I do think we've got a positive. We've got Lindelof on the board. We haven't had positives in the last few days, you know, with these hold-ups and stuff, and these bloody intense speculations, you know. Fabinho, we're looking at, we missed out on him. Obviously missing out on Griezmann with the transfer ban was disappointing. Looks like we're missing out on Perisic, so I think the positive is that David De Gea could be staying. One good, fantastic positive that I told you guys about was Antonio Martial, because, you know, to have the decency, and not many players would do that, to come out and publicly tweet that he's poured cold water on this speculation, and he classified these transfer rumours as false rumours. That's what basically Martial come out. And I said I couldn't see Mourinho sanctioning Antonio Martial. It was talks around about £40 million. Martial's only young though, and he's one of the world's most expensive teenagers. He come from Monaco also, who've got a young talented team, to be quite fair. But Martial can progress because he's young, and he will as he gets bigger and stronger, he will progress to his game more, so he does need time. He did perform well in some of his games last season. I did say his best performance came against Burnley. So yeah, guys, and we've also missed out on Bernardo Silva as well, as we'd been in advanced talks with Bernardo Silva, you know, for quite a while, and then obviously went to Manchester City. But I still don't have no concerns. I still think we basically will succeed in this transfer window. I have basically no concerns. Left back does slightly concern me as well. I think we may need a left back in there. Whether we get one in there, I do not know. But I did say to you guys I would keep Luke Shaw there as an advanced left back. Even Blind can play at left back, basically, guys. He can also play centre defensive mid as well. So we'll see what happens. But we still got big names in that team. Mata's good when he performs. He's very clinical, very consistent. You know, from his injury last season, he didn't play himself, but I think he's very, very good. He's Mata when he wants to be. With Rooney, I want Rooney to leave as well. I don't know what's happening with Rooney, whether he'll be seeing out his contract or he will be leaving. I do hope and pray that he does leave. So yeah, guys, we'll see what happens. But in this transfer window, right now at this moment in time, there's nothing much to basically report on. We basically don't know where we're at the moment, guys. So if anything gets announced or anything very, very key or important gets updated, guys, I'll be notifying you guys about that. So anyway, guys, hope you've enjoyed my time and company today. Drop a like on the video and take it easy. I'll see you later. Bye.